A very interesting new company has just raised a seed round for AI, and this is Pyros, which is a startup that applies AI to streamline drawing sets for buildings and infrastructure. And it has just landed a $2 million seed round. So today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about what they plan on doing with that $2 million, what their company does, and why we think this is a game changer for certain industries in the future. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. So the headline here is that Pyros is a tech platform engineered to elevate efficiency in architectural and engineering drawing management. And it has recently, like I mentioned, secured a $2 million in seed funding. And in this latest round, this investment comes from a bunch of different investors and advisors which have a bunch of different industry experience. And of course, when you take money, especially in AI, but in any industry, I think this is a really key component of that is, there's smart money and dumb money. Is the people giving you money for this startup, do they have, a special interest? Do they have special knowledge about your industry? Are they able to give you connections and knowledge, or are they just simply a, paycheck that is just going to be money in the bank account? And the idea here is that you're taking money from smart investors who have knowledge of the industry and are able to actually help push you forward in that. And that's really where you see the most value. So from my experience, I think that they're making the right move in this regard. And I think this is great. So among some of their contributors that are sort of noteworthy to this funding round, they have angel investors like Carl Bass, who's the former CEO of Autodesk. They have Joseph Walla from HelloSign. They have Ryan Sutton-Gee from the construction software firm PlanGrid, right? Obviously, they're kind of in this construction space, so that's a really big move. And then they have some big people, some big venture capitalists. They have Y Combinator, they have Funders Club, and they have 22 Ventures also kind of joining in the round. And I think this really kind of indicates a very robust vote of confidence in the startup's prospects. And the other thing I want to mention here is the fact that they have a lot of really solid people on this round. They're raising $2 million, which some might say is not a ton of money, but this is a seed round, right? So this is the very beginning of this company. They're getting it kicked off, and pretty much these people investing right now are saying that they have confidence in this company to execute on the strategy. They have confidence mostly in the founders that they're going to be able to pull this off, and that they have set this up in a way that gives them a moat and kind of is setting themselves up for success. So Pyros is more than just a tool, technically. It's a solution aimed at transforming detail management in architectural and engineering practices. So essentially how this works is by automatically categorizing and cataloging drawing sets, which are essentially this is the backbone of any design firm. What they're doing is they're solving an industry-wide inefficiency. So traditionally, firms have been forced to virtually discard valuable design details by storing them in unsearchable on-premise servers. That's how these design companies do. And I know people in this industry specifically, in this architectural designing kind of space. And this is how it goes. So this process is, really not only wastes resources, but also compels professionals to reinvent the wheel for each new project. So what really the way that they're really trying to set themselves apart is their centralized searchable platform. So the technology allows design professionals to shift their focus from, mere documentation to actual design work. And that is kind of a big focus shift. So automated aggregation and storage ensures that all deliverables are centrally housed and easily retrievable for future projects. So the CEO of Pyros and the co-founder is Ari Banan, and he offered his insights. He said, every company has tried to build out a small catalog, so about a couple hundred details, and these will be the most common details that they've used. There's just never been the tools to expand the catalog beyond 100 to 200 or even 500 details, he added. Then he also said, now our average company has over 10,000 searchable details on the platform. So with that ability, any new architect, any new engineer that joins the firm quickly gets up to speed on the different standards of that office. Very, very interesting. And obviously that is a big jump, right? If you're going from 100 details to being able to do 10,000 searchable details. And, it makes a big difference, especially for new people coming onto the firm to be able to get picked up to speed. So Pyros is rapidly gaining traction in the industry. Already, I think they're adopted by over 30 different firms, including some really big ones. They got KPFF Engineers and RAMSA. I think the platform is clearly filling a long-standing void in the sector, something that's been needing to be done for a long time, and they're the first ones to do it. I think one of the exciting features of Pyros is its use of artificial intelligence. So by leveraging metadata from building information models, the platform can index and convert this information into a reusable 2D asset catalog. So furthermore, it also uses clustering algorithms to provide multiple versions of similar conditions, allowing users to select the most suitable one. The platform is designed specifically to integrate with any firm's existing tools and workflows. And I think so far feedback indicates especially high adoption rates among younger architects and engineers, a fact that Bernium finds both surprising and motivating. And Pyros intends to associate this freshly secured $2 million in seed funding towards team expansion, product enhancements, and market growth. So one of the anticipated features will leverage AI to automatically identify optimal versions of each design detail and offer user recommendations. So by zooming in on the often neglected area of architectural detail management, Pyros is positioning itself as sort of an industry pioneer. The company has aspirations to revolutionize the way buildings are designed and documented. But as Bernium puts it, he says, quote, "We build our product exactly as we would have wanted to use it." I think in any business, in any startup, that is the key and the goal. Build it the way that you would actually use it, come from an industry that you've worked on, and I think you'll be able to find that product market fit that is often very elusive for many founders.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.